I mean, I don't know. You never met me before, so.
Hi. I lost my job, so I'm dyeing my hair blue. I dedicated 10 years of my life to a job that would not allow me to dye my hair a fun color, and now people are probably watching me right now and being like, why would you want to get rid of blonde hair? Blonde hair is a really hard color to get nowadays, and also super expensive. Honestly, you guys, I'm over it. I don't want it anymore. And now represents a time where I try to take myself seriously as a person doing my job, but that has now since ended. And also, on a real note, bleaching my hair is really damaging, super expensive, and I am so over having roots. Even when I was at my most platinum blonde, I still had roots. It's like I'm blonde for 3 days and then I'm back to having roots. It's just not for me anymore. It's too high maintenance, and I just really would love to have this time and this experience to dye my hair a really fun color. So I've been really curious about overtone. I have this one, which is a cobalt blue. Also, I feel like blonde hair just represents evil corporate America. I mean, am I wrong? I feel like all corporate America blondes. So let's just do something fun and dye my hair blue. I've been blonde for 10 years. Can you believe that? 10 years of my life at a job where I was blonde, and then now I'm just not doing it anymore. It's really the end of an era and the start of a new one, and I think it all starts with the hair having to change. Life has been so crazy this year. I feel like everyone has just had like some shit handed to them this year, and my oh my, have I had some shit handed to me. There's just too much going on right now in the world, and I feel like the best we can do is just dye our hair a fun color, right? And then just have a good time doing that. All right, well, let's just do this. Should I like put Vaseline around my face? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Probably. Just like on the perimeters of my head. I've been told many times that I have a huge forehead. You know, because people are really nice on the internet. You know who I miss, you guys? Jenna Marbles. She was so funny, and I wish her the absolute best. But I'm just sad that she's not here making us laugh anymore. But you know, she can't be a dance monkey for the rest of her life. This stuff, by the way, it smells super minty. Yeah, like spearmint gum. I love it. But here it is, super blue and vibrant. I actually really love the smell of this. If you guys are wondering why the color blue, I've just been seeing a lot of blue hair inspiration, and I just thought it would be a really pretty color. All right, let's do it. Here's the first one. It's not going back after this. Bye-bye, blonde hair. Oh my God. It's literally on there. That's crazy. But I gotta make sure that it's like in every little piece of hair, because I don't want it to be splotchy. Oh my God, it's so stressful. Let's just talk about this here so far. So, after a really horrible holiday working retail, my 10th year working holiday, We started the new year with fires in California. Lots of people lost their houses. Some people lost a lot more. And it's just like great start to a new year. And then after that, TikTok gets banned, and then we're all sitting there crying on our fucking phones, being like, oh my god, literally, like, our freedom of speech is taken away from us. We can't even have a fucking platform. They're worrying about China stealing our data and people having the TikTok app on their phone while they're in the White House. And I just, like, is that really what we're worried about anymore? Like, seriously, is that the big thing that we're worried about? Also, around that time, I did a collaboration with someone that I was super excited about, but the internet did not like the collaboration. And it was my first collaboration ever, and I never had done something like it before, and I just remember being nervous about the entire thing because I was thinking, like, it's not gonna happen, and I do want to do a video about that whole experience just because it was such a fun time, and I really would love to just talk about it and keep it in a memory on here, because I feel like it would really just answer a lot of questions that people had, if they did or not. What else happened this year? My grandma, love my grandma. I saw her last year. Oh my god, I just hit the fucking door and there's blue shit on it. Fuck. Just take this fucking towel and clean it off. God damn it. Oh my god, it's already staining. It's fine. Honestly, it's whatever. It's fine. Okay. What was I saying? My grandma, I saw her last year in August. I love my grandma. Her name is Bonnie. And she just recently told me that, so she had elbow surgery, and that was like something that she was planning. It was like a normal thing. But during the same week, I think, she said it was like the same week or a couple days later, she fell through a wood floor and bruised up her leg. She was with a girlfriend, and she was touring the farmhouse that her girlfriend was remodeling, and they both fell through a wood floor. And luckily she stopped at her elbows because she had a cast on her arm from the surgery. And she said, like, I'm pretty sure the cast, like, broke my fall. But I'm just like, God, that could have been so much worse. Like, she could have fell through and went to the basement of this house. Like, that is... I just cannot... It's just crazy how this year is just really testing everyone's limits. I didn't realize until a couple days ago that blue hair was not favored by a lot of people. And I honestly am excited to test that experiment. Because there's something online right now when it comes to like people with blue hair, and they think that they're like the issue with America. God, I keep touching the fucking door. Corporate America is like, no, sorry, you can't have fun colored hair. I want you to have the most basic, boring hair colors because I want my brand and my company to look how I want to. Damn, just literally, it's fucking hair color. If people are not gonna... God, I can go into a whole tangent about, like, corporate America and what they want their fucking brand to look like and to represent the brand. And because I worked for a company that was very like that. They wanted so much to be, like, they cared so much about their image, so much that any like little controversy that they would have on anywhere on the internet, they would try to like hush it as fast as possible because they were so like brand image. Like, I know that image is everything when you're a brand, but is it really worth needing to control all your workers to not dye their hair a fun color? Is that really what we're worried about? Is it? Is that what we're worried about, you guys? God, I just would hate for that to be the case. You know what I mean? Like this fucking like family friendly, no blue hair. Everything has to be like this or else you can't work here. And I'm just like, dude, seriously, is that all? Is that really like what we're worried about? Is just our image all the time? Maybe have a better shopping experience and then you'll make more money. Like, I'm just telling you. I think everyone in working class America, we should all join together and dye our hair blue and have a message be like, hey, I'm here and I'm able to work, but you're not gonna let me work or clock in because my hair is blue? Is that really my problem or is that your problem? Ooh, you know what we should talk about? I don't know why this is random. Let's talk about YouTubers that don't exist anymore. Drew Monson. I haven't seen a video from Drew Monson in a really long time, and I follow his Patreon and he hasn't put anything on there in, I want to say, close to a year. And he doesn't ever like use his Instagram. He hasn't posted a video on YouTube in a while, and he was posting for a little bit. I'm just wondering, like, where did he go? I don't know. I wish him the best. Another YouTuber that we never talk about, that I never see anyone talk about, is Shauna Malcolm. Shauna Malcolm was one of those YouTubers that I loved watching when I was in high school. I thought she was so funny. I thought she had such a fantastic laugh. She made me laugh, and I think the reason why she got rid of her channel and her videos is because of how the content didn't age well. And I do remember some things that she was saying in her videos, and I think they came off as like super stereotypical, and I think she didn't want that anymore. But like, I haven't heard anyone talk about her, like not Shane Dawson, which I don't really watch Shane Dawson anymore, but like, I remember there was a video where she did with Trisha Paytas, and I don't even know if Trisha remembers that, but I don't really watch Trisha anymore either, just because like, I casually will come across her podcast just because I'll see people that I watch go on there and I want to see like what they have to say and like how they talk to each other. But I will say, what does she remember like being in videos with Shauna Malcolm? I remember she did a video with Trisha where they did like the best friend challenge, and if they got like an answer wrong, they had to throw like a glass of water on each other. They seemed like they were friends. I mean, it could have just been like a online business relationship kind of thing, but I really thought Shauna Malcolm was so funny. I always watched her Truth and Dare videos that she did, but I don't know. I honestly wish her the best too. Who's another YouTuber that doesn't exist anymore? You know what's really funny? I used to hate the color blue because, I don't know, I think because I used to wear a lot of navy blue when I graduated high school, and then I kind of like started changing up my style to be more like basic and like more Tumblr focused, because that was like the 2010s era. It wasn't really about being like, I was really emo in high school, And that's just who I've always been. It's just been an emo guy. After I graduated high school, for some reason, I was like, oh, I have to change my whole personality. I have to change my whole look because I'm not in high school anymore. Isn't that crazy how you feel like you have to change your style because you're not in high school anymore? Like, I was trying really hard to be happy, not being myself, and then I just ended up being really sad and depressed, and then asking myself why I wasn't happy. And it wasn't until I got back into all the things that I was really into, and then I felt happy again. Isn't that crazy? How when you go back to being yourself, you're happy? And then I had a phase in my life where I was like, you know what? I'm going to be an 80s aesthetic person because I really looked up to those influencers who are really 80s focused and they live their lives if they're in like 1987. And I think it's such a cool thing to do. I like 100% am on board with people doing that. I think it's so fun. We're so boring with our ways of America now that I feel like we need to have something fun like that. And I love it. I just feel like I want to live in a world where I only live like from 1999 to 2002. That's the only era I want to live in. Okay, gonna get fucking blue hair dye on my hair clip. These are the best hair clips, by the way. They look like little spiders. I love them. What else should we talk about? Call me crazy, and it could just be all in my head, but I consider myself to be an alternative person, and I feel like blondes can't be alternative. Not natural blondes, but like bottled blondes. Is that a controversial take? Should I not say that? Maybe just personally for me, I feel like I can't be my authentic self with blonde hair. That's why I wear a lot of black hair in videos. But with this blonde hair, I just feel like I can't be myself in it. And I look back at myself and I'm like, why did I dye my hair blonde to begin with? I think it's just, they call it blonde blindness. I think that's what it is. Because I really wanted blonde hair because I've always wanted that. Even when I was a kid and I watched movies like Interview with a Vampire, and I saw Lestat and how he had really long blonde hair. Like, I wanted that. Even though Tom Cruise was wearing a wig. Isn't it crazy that Tom Cruise was literally a vampire that we all lusted after and now we like can't stand him? That's like a big inspiration for me. And then also when I had blonde hair, I was trying to figure out a way to make myself more alternative looking with having blonde hair. So then I took one of my favorite movies and I started dressing like those characters, and it was The Lost Boys. And I really love The Lost Boys, one of my favorite 80s movies ever. I just love the style. I love how cheesy it is. It's honestly a great time if you allow yourself to have a good time. I fucking love the movie. Sleep all day, party all night, dude. Fucking love that movie. But I started dressing like them, and that was fun. But then I just felt like I wasn't in it enough, and I felt like I couldn't really be my authentic self because I was just constantly having to like make sure that my outfits were super cool and authentic. And I really love and appreciate the goth alternative subculture. So I really love how they took thrifted items from thrift stores and then just teased the fuck out of their hair and wore their makeup however they wanted to and didn't fucking care. And just really made it their life. Like, I really loved that thing, but I would try to dress like them, because that's kind of like, if you look at the Lost Boys outfits, there's a lot of, like, goth influence, punk influence in there for sure, but none of them had blonde hair. Paul did, but Paul also had, it wasn't bleached, it was like his actual hair color. So I feel like if it looks fake, it just doesn't look right. Also, Kiefer Sutherland, I loved him as David in there. I thought he looked so fucking cool. Trying to keep your hair that platinum is really hard, especially if your hair grows as fast as I do. It's just not it. It really isn't. But if you really want to dye your hair blonde and you've been wanting to do it for a while, I say do it. The only thing is that you're going to have a lot of maintenance if you want to keep up with it. If you have the money, I say do it. But it is a very high maintenance thing. It is not an easy thing to maintain. If you want it to look cool toned and super icy, you have to get certain products. But I'm just here to tell you that I did it for 10 years, and now look what I'm doing. I don't want to do it anymore. But I will be right back. Alright, this is where we are at with everything. I'm not going to touch it because my hands, I don't have gloves on, but as you can see, I have a blue thumb. Heard of green thumb? Have you heard of a blue thumb? I'll give you a full 360 of it. There's like blue stuff everywhere. It's like all over my shirt, which is fine. But yeah. It's supposed to be in there for only 15 minutes, but I started doing the bottom of my hair like almost an hour ago. So I'm just gonna give the rest of this 15 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer. And I'll come back and rinse everything out and show you the end result. I had to change my shirt because my other one was covered in blue dye. But thumb still blue, kind of more indigo looking. But I rinsed it out thoroughly till the water was like almost clear, just like a blue tint in there. But okay, let's just do this. Wow, my hair is so dark now, and I'm so obsessed with it. Oh my god. Ugh, my scalp is still pretty blue, but wow, I cannot wait to like blow dry this and style it. Wow. Feeling blue. You know that scene in Wreck-It with Elliot Page? The character is at a beauty pageant in the beginning of the film. They show up to the beauty pageant with blue hair. And then the mom is floored. There's that quote that is there, is like, if I could have dinner with anyone in the world, it would be with Amelia Earhart. Okay, I'm gonna blow dry this. I'll be right back. Oh my god. I have blue hair now. I had my hair so light for so long that I almost forgot how beautiful the moon is. It looks so much better under this light. Oh my god, you guys. I mean, it's honestly pretty crazy if you ask me. But you know, it's just whatever.